Whoop, 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 whoop.
What up, fellas?
Woo!
Welcome once again to the Big Focus, and it's your boy Joel and with my man Unworry in the house.
All we are finally back after a week's break. The internet break is done and over with, right? That was a complete farce. Please, for the love of God, do not introduce international football ever again, Joe. Right?
There's a fun fact. There's a fun fact in this. I just heard it just earlier when I was watching the EPL review at 7 p.m. at 227 channel. They said there's not going to be any international game till next year.
Till next year.
Till next year. So from now till the end of the year, it's full on guns blazing. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, whatever not the cups, we are going guns blazing.
And if that's the case, right, in celebration, let's dance to the song again. We are so pleased to be back today, right? For today, we have two special guests. We've got two special guests today, Joe. Joe, but you want to explain your presence here. How come?
Yeah.
How come, Joe?
What to do, bro? What to do? You see, when you get players like Van Dijk, Andy Robertson, Salah getting sick, I don't know, players like Anderson getting injured, you know, my man Mayer just decided to bottle it, and he decided to say, hey, look, I just want to leave. I can't bear to see myself live because I can't take the banter, I can't take the jokes, I can't take the heat coming to me, people asking me, why Liverpool players getting injured? I can't, bro. I can't. But that is why, bro. That is why.
It's the same old mayor who likes to poke fun at you every single time you go. He comes out with theory like zebra going back to the cave. And now that he's missing, I'm really wondering what kind of excuses will he come up with? That cheeky old man, always coming up with reason after reason to escape the shit. Bro, dia takut, bro. Scared, bro. But Joe, it's good to have you back, right? This is, of course, if you all need any further reminder, every Thursday, 9 p.m., if you see us on live, if you see us on Facebook and also YouTube, that can only mean one thing, and one thing only, you are watching the Big Focus. The Big Focus. Look at those two gentlemen. Joe, look at those two gentlemen, man. One clad, wow, full suit. As though if people miss his jersey, the symbol, he put on another one. So double symbol. And then the another guy, he made sure everybody is looking only towards the badge to remind people that he supports that mighty Gunners. All right, so we've got.
Let me reiterate that the mighty Gunners.
And this is almost a taboo thing, right? It's rarely done elsewhere, whereby you get a Gunner and also a Spurs fan all together into one, a Yeet and a Gunner. All into one room. This is almost blasphemous. But Joe, before we proceed further, before we introduce two of our guests today, really special, what must they do in order for us to hit 1 million views? Let's go,
fellas. Joe. To all the millions out there watching, to all of y'all that's watching the Big Focus right now, fellas, please like, share, and subscribe to our channels and this content that we are producing right now. The Big Focus. We are going to be talking lots of review of games. 2 big games coming out this weekend. So if you want everybody to know us and to know what's happening tonight, please like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to also comment on the comment section with your thoughts on the whole entire show. So fellas, we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we are also on Facebook. So bam. We are on all socials, mate. So do not forget. If I were going to say like how our friend says it, Fares, you like, you share, and you comment, and you subscribe. Macam boleh, bang. That's it, fellas.
All right, and also, I also received a text by Kelvinda. Hey guys, the video not showing on my screen. All right, guys, if you guys have kind of need be it audio and also visual, can you just please leave it in the comment section saying that, hey guys, we can't see your visual, we can't hear your audio. That will be really helpful so we can get our technical guys to but hey, right now we are good, right? So let's introduce the first guest first. Joe, you want to do the red one or do you want to do the blue one?
Given a choice, I don't want to do both, but sadly, I have to do it. So I'll rather do it from the white half, bro. I'll do it on the white half, the white and blue side. I don't want to do the red guys.
White House, hey, what chow? Where got White House?
Because I want to do you the favor of letting you lose, bit, give you some drink, and not letting you introduce your London rivals. You know, it's not going to be it. You're going to get lots of if you're going to do that.
Let's go with the first one. All right. Although we are wearing the same color, we don't share the affection. That as much as I can say. All right. But he's a cool chap. We spoke to right off air. He's a coach by trade. Again, the club that he supports does not really excite me, but who cares? This is not a club-centric channel. So, it's our utmost pleasure to introduce to you one of the best coaches who hates Mark Hosage as a referee every single time. Let's bring on Mr. Ahmad Ali.
Thank you. I don't know which part, how many other sentences that I have to correct there.
Ahmad, how are you, Ben? You good?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
It's an absolute pleasure for us to actually welcome you on board. And of course, this is your debut. So we must pray for a good debut for you. Don't macam lah. GED Fernandez debut wasn't something memorable. But then again, I see the scarf. That's really intriguing. The scarf behind you, right? Legion of Spurs. I'm very sure we have seen this somewhere on Facebook. Do you want to elaborate more, Ahmad, on what does it mean? This Legion of Spurs. It's a secret society.
Secret society is not so secret now.
So yeah, maybe you want to just speak a bit more about Legion of Spurs, when they were formed, and what you guys stand for, and in terms of demographic, who are they?
Legion of Spurs, I think, can't remember when, man. I think it could be 6 or 7 years ago. It's just a group of Spurs fans that all over the world come together.
Okay.
Not specific to any country. So we have a very group. Our first event was to travel to KL. That was a big thing.
Wow.
To travel to KL to watch Spurs playing the Malaysian team.
Wow. And when was that?
Could be 7 years ago, man. 6-7 years ago, when Lamela was first in the team.
Oh, absolute legend, Lamela.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite.
Your favorite? Wow. His favorite.
My favorite.
Wow.
Latin and Malay always go hand in hand.
Latin and Malay, and that's why I usually tell my friend I'm not Malay.
And that's why Manu loves them, man. Manu especially loves Lamela also.
Ahmad.
He loves certain players in Spurs, but not a cheat, man. Not a cheater. But Ahmad, since you like Lamela, I mean, how was his face though? Does he need surgery? I felt that I think he needed a skin replacement or something, right?
He's doing it now.
He's doing it all right. Send my regards to the cheater, man. I hope his skin gets worse.
Yeah. Same to you. If you're Bruno Fernandes and your Harry Maguire didn't have to cheat, but then he himself is a liability in itself. So
it's always like that.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I think we gotta keep our powder dry for a moment. All right.
It's getting wet in here. It's getting hot in here.
Okay, and it's gonna even get hotter right now. We're gonna crank it up and not here. All right. It's gonna be an absolute inferno because the next guest we had him about 3 weeks ago. All right. He hunted Joe. That day he hunted the United guy. He hunted and now legend has it the United guy is still in ICU recuperating, Joe. Because the way he hunted the United fella, that guy couldn't recover. Lucky we won. Because if not, he wouldn't have actually made his appearance tonight.
But it's always nice to have him on board, man.
It's always nice to have him on board. This is his second appearance, so let's give it up for my man, the vice captain of Arsenal Singapore, a free kick specialist, a towering presence in midfield. We got Azlan in the house.
What's up, brother?
No. Not yet, Azlan. No.
Not yet. Oh, alamak, no. I always get too enthusiastic,
It's okay, Azlan. Today you can go all out you want. It's okay. You're off the lead tonight.
And Azlan, how have you?
Every time I wear the jersey, I feel very energetic.
No. I told my wife as well. That's why she asked me to go to bed with the jersey on. But anyway, Azlan, in terms of the bedroom.
Yeah.
How did you survive?
That's the only way you guys can score.
Sorry?
That's the only way you guys can score.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, bro.
This is it. Boom. Are we starting the show with a banter, fellas? Are we really doing this? Are we
That-
really
that-
doing this?
That's all
How
right,
else can
bro.
they score?
That's
I'm
all
just
right.
enjoying the fun here, man.
How else can they score? How else can they score?
Aslan, although we know that we can't defend much, can you defend us right now?
No problem, no problem.
I
The
think it
Spurs
goes
fan,
both
they
ways.
are all
Defend
talk.
and attacking
Yeah.
the same thing.
They're always saying that they are the pride of London. Well, let me tell you something that everybody knows. Most of the people know. Okay, London is red. We won more cups than you do. We won more leagues than you do, bro. Come on. How can you say you're better than us? You finished on top of us like how many seasons only? Like 2, 3, 4 seasons? Come on, man. Come on. I don't know what you're thinking, man, bro.
That's the best you can go. Always go back to the same thing over and over again.
Are we really talking about history here, guys?
Always go back to the same thing over and over again.
Like I say, it's still early in the season, bro.
What else can we say? What else can we say?
All right, bro. All I can tell you is enjoy yourself while you're still on top.
Yeah. I'm just saying that this is the only time you can score and the only time you can defend. That's all.
Yeah, no.
Ahmad, keep it, man. Keep it hot. It's going to come in even more hotter than this. Look at this. I'm really sweating here, guys. I'm really sweating.
I don't know how Ahmad managed to keep a straight face, man. But experience. This guy experienced rocker, But anyway, let's hit the comment section first, Joe. Joe, you want to take up some really good, valuable nuggets that we can actually read out loud?
Well, if there's something that really caught my eye I'm just gonna let the whole world know that fellas, Pep Guardiola, he's actually called Fraudialo, has signed a new contract with Man City till 2023. Right? So Fraudialo is still in the Premier League.
Yeah,
and guys. Like we've mentioned at the start of the show, there is no international break. Like what Syed Azrael have said it, finding no international break for a while. Not for a while. It's still the end of the year. We will not have any more international breaks. So that will be awesome done there. And more shows coming up, more comments. Nazir Mohammed, typical. They cannot get over their ex. Bring up the past.
Come on.
Yes, I've got one more here to all the three of you. Actually, inclusive of you.
Okay.
This next comment is going to be very interesting for all three of you. Look at this. It's from my man Calvin there, and he said, "London is blue, bro. Has been and always will be."
No, and I wouldn't detest that. You see, me and Ahmad, we are both clad in blue. So if he's referring to the color code of blue, we're referring to Arsenal and Spurs. Thank you, Kel. We love you.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. Ahmad, you have a straight up fan there in love with Ahmad already. Hey, Jude, he's trying to be cheeky here. Zaid Azmir, London is red and nothing else.
Yeah.
Guys,
Hi, man.
blue, whatever, Singapore is forever.
You already know.
Mohamed Naim, typical goodness. We have just one last one. Fraudialo is Diablo. I don't know what the hell Hey Jude is saying. But yeah, that is for the comment section. Take it away, An.
All right, so right now, of course, the big focus final returns. And for those of you guys who are watching us live right now, please be generous. Flex a bit of your finger muscle. Just press on the share button. And also, if you are on YouTube, please help to click on the subscribe button. That's the only way we can grow right now. All right, and that is a promise for us, or from us rather, to you guys, that we will actually bring up more exciting, more gripping content if you actually do so. So let's go on to the first agenda right now. Let's see what the producer has actually prepared for us. Let's take a bit of a low. Let's take something on the low first. I want to start something more neutral, and that is this. All right. Positive international break, or rather the international week, is the treatment of the players cruel. So for those of you guys right now who are watching us live from both YouTube and also Facebook, please leave it in the comment section down below. Is the treatment from all the governing bodies can be deemed as cruel, inhumane? Because if you can see right now, all right, of course, this is taken by Sky Sports, credit goes to them. Salah and El Nani has been tested positive amongst the many players right now who has also been on that route. I think for Arsenal, right, we got another one, Kolasinac. Ahmad, for Spurs, any positive tested? Right.
Doherty from Ireland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Only one.
And that's a big one, right? And you
Yeah.
are going up against Man City. United right now, Joe.
No, Telles is good. I think the team is good to go. So I don't think so. We have any players in COVID, so that's safe. But sadly, I don't think so. I don't know how long this can last. There may be times where some more players will be going to be hit by this COVID. So, but it's just sadly done that Salah is second time. So with that in mind, fellas, I think we got to throw in the question, man. International break, was this really a necessity to play?
Yeah, and let's start with Ahmad first, right? Ahmad, your thoughts about international break itself. Let's go, man, Ahmad.
I don't like them.
Straight up.
It will cost us the momentum. We had already the
Alright.
momentum. So usually, when we come back from international, has never been good. We struggle to get back because we have to wait for everyone to come back. We already struggle as it is when we travel for Europa or Champions League and then come back and play Sunday. So to have everybody away, not training together, and then they come back with fatigue. Some of them meaningless, like the Korean and Qatar playing in Australia a few hours before Australia gets into lockdown. That is really very silly.
Yeah.
So I'm not for it, but powers that may be thinks that otherwise. So it's something for the FAs or for the teams to exert pressure. I was trying to recall which team I read. They couldn't send in a team. They're looking for a second team to submit in. Otherwise, they'll be
Yeah, I remember reading that once.
Yeah, so
I might be
we
wrong.
should.
One international team, was it Denmark or was it Norway? I think they
Yeah,
couldn't.
Norway. I think it's Norway or something.
Norway,
So
yeah.
I think we should do that. I think we should send a second team to go to such, especially for this nation league. It's not the Euros. It's not the World Cup. So
Yeah,
I
why
don't
are
see
they?
why.
True.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's really unnecessary. And Azlan, right now, of
Yes, sir.
course, we money. That's it, Ahmad. Right, that signage, that dollar. Of course, Alan, is all done in the faith of money, all right, on the pretext of getting more money, especially the TV rights. But right now, the players are becoming the sacrificial lambs for us, for entertainment's sake. And if you're an Arsenal fan, you by now should know there is a picture that has been circulating around the internet of our captain, right, our charismatic, our talisman, lying down at the airport at 4 a.m. just to play a game. And I think I was reading a couple of sources inside that they are, even Mikel Arteta, he's not happy with the treatment. What do you make of this international break? Although we know as fans that it's not a necessity, do you want to come up with anything different, or do you feel exactly like us as well?
I think the international break, it could be done. I mean, there should be a stop in the international break in any games, especially the COVID period now. I mean, the more games you play, they already had a lot of games with the Europa and the what do you call it, the Premier League. I think it's too many games already. But if you go to international, you add further risk. One, like Ahmad say, they are fatigued. They are away from training with their teams. And then another thing is, you see, the moment they travel out to another country and play internationally just for once or twice, they come back with this COVID-19. It's a risk. I think in these tough times, let it just be the Europa and the Champions League and the Premier League to just kick off, and then the international games can put to halt first. We have to think about the players too,
True. And Ahmad, I think another counter argument, right? I think players right now, they always say, oh, if you have the opportunity to don on the national jersey, it should be done with that amount of pride. Should players right now again, in unison, come up with a brand new rule that they can, they have that in their clause, right? They can actually reject an offer. Should the bigger players, or the players for that matter, if they feel that they are free to travel, should they actually just completely reject the idea of an international appearance? Do you think a player should do that?
I don't think they will. I don't think they will because they have that pride to play for the national team, especially in Europe. And because you're going for World Cup and going for Euro, I think there's nothing bigger than that for a player. So they will not do that because for the fear of FA being bar them from playing for the respective team and country. Not the reason why for this happened is because players from different teams are getting mixed together.
Mhm.
You know, like in primary school, different classrooms you cannot mix.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, even different
Yep.
unit also we cannot mix and all that. So
Yep.
the if the teams were to be by themselves,
Mm.
they are fine. You know, I mean, we have COVID, but not as much, not as many COVID as in once these 2 weeks that have had happened.
Mm.
So it shows that the moment that the players mix from different team,
Mm.
this happened. You
Yeah.
know, they travel, flight, hotel, you know, bus, whether they disinfect or not. I mean,
Mm.
I do not know. I do not know, but because the level of how they protect down here in Asia and
Yes.
compared to Europe
Yes.
are two separate things.
Yeah, I
So
think
this
Europe.
may have an effect.
Fair
They,
enough.
may- they yeah, they must have an effect because it shows in 2 weeks so many players is getting affected
It's actually,
compared to when they are playing in their own normal league.
yeah.
One or two you will hear there, you know, you will hear this guy go home and come back and then we'll have it. Yeah, but that's one of the number.
Really agree with Ahmad, right? I think the whole issue manifested from them traveling all around, and when it comes to protection, right, Joe?
Yep.
Again, you just can't put a stop to it because they are coming from all angles. And I'm not
Yep.
going to read the point. How do you ensure safety? And when you're fighting something which is like a microorganism, right? You're talking about a disease, right? How do you actually fight that? And then they just open up a brand new possibility when they just intermingle from all
Yeah,
different parts of the
yeah,
world together.
yes.
Man, Joe, I don't know about you, man, but if there's another international break, I'm cutting my Mio subscription.
It's actually coming. Though. It's actually coming. It's actually coming. The thing is, next year, I think about January or Feb, there will be another international break. But the thing is,
March.
these
March.
international breaks, in March, sorry, these
Yeah.
international breaks are never going to stop. Aslan, I just want to throw a question to you, bro. I mean, looking at it, next year of March, there will be another international break. And during the March period, leading up to May, it is a very crucial period for any Premier League clubs, be it challenging for the title, be it for in any FA Cup, League Cup will be done and dusted by them. In terms of Champions League or Europa, you guys are also in the Europa League forefront to actually win the cup this year. Do you think having that international break in March will actually derail your chances, though?
Yeah, I think it will play a part in whatever run-ins we have lah. It's a crucial part of the season, whereby like you say, it's a FA Cup. Maybe we are going on all four fronts. But then this international break, like I say, number one, you have to depend on the situation of COVID. Maybe you can find the vaccine or anything like that. But if it doesn't, what if this international break they come back unscathed without any injuries, but another cases of COVID? Then that's where when we are, let's say we're going for the points and the wins, and then the key players happens to have this COVID. It will actually cause a bigger problem to every team, not only Arsenal, but I think every team, even the relegation fight. It will be a very, very crucial thing. I think, like I said, but we cannot put the pressure on the player whether they want to go or they want to don or not. I think it's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be higher authority like FIFA or anything like that. They should really go and assess because like Ahmad said just now, they come from different continents.
Yep.
Some come from Europe, some from Asia. So no, we don't know what their their cleanliness there or anything like that. I think it's best is to stick to their own Premier Leagues or individual leagues without mixing with others. I think that's the best lah.
Great point, great point. And Ahmad, I just want to end this with you before we move on to the greater agenda, which is against Spurs and also Arsenal. Why does it feel like we have completely lost the love? Right, we are really out of love when it comes to international football. Because I remember, right, when I was growing up, although there is no football to be played on the weekend, I'm talking about the EPL context, we are still looking forward to watch Brazil playing, France playing. I'll be checking the newspaper right at the last page and check out. Wait, who are they playing? Brazil. Why is it now not a going rate? It's no longer a norm for us to be excited about international football. Why do you think so?
I think the effervescence of league football. I mean, for us over here is EPL. We still have La Liga. Then some people are into Serie A, and some people are into the Dortmund and Bayern Munich. So the prevalence of leagues around the world has taken over international football.
Okay.
Previously, we have that tournaments, international tournaments, even in Asia. So we look forward to the Malaysia Cup, the ASEAN Cup, the Tiger Cup. We look forward to that national football team. In the world sense, yes, we're looking forward to England playing. Then we're looking forward to Brazil. But with England playing, with Southgate putting 7 defenders in the team, you think how am I supposed to get excited? 3 right backs, 1 on the left.
You feel like you're an England fan, are you?
I mean, you grow up watching EPL, and then automatically you'll be an England fan. You know what I mean. So then you have the Brazil. You have of course, you remember your Zico, your Socrates. You remember the 86 and the 82. You remember this, but you don't remember the late ones, because there's no more excitement.
There's no spice to it nowadays. International
Yeah, there's
football.
no genuine, no flair. There's no more flair. There's too much tactics. There's too much.
And let's go to our comment right now pertaining to the issue. Muhammad Haikers Ismail, I hope you are doing great, bro. Salah did a very big mistake by going to his brother's wedding without wearing a mask. Salah, was it not part of the best man outfit to actually?
Itu dah salah, weh. Itu dah salah.
He thought his beard could become his mask, but then ended up he couldn't do that. Bro.
Hey, that one salah, bro. Salah.
Dia dah buat salah tu.
Sudah salah, bro.
Salah, Baba.
When you have 3 Malays into one stream, they will come up with some Malay joke. Salah bawa.
Salah bawa, bro. Nanti kena saman, bro.
And then hell no. There should be lots of such breaks this season, especially when the previous season was stretched. True. No, there is a major fixture congestion. And then the next one, Said Azmil. A break is fine, but I don't understand why there are international friendlies when the qualifiers are. Yo, I know this is unpopular from me, but can't they just settle the score via FIFA if it's friendly? They can do so.
They can do that. They've been doing that during the circuit breaker or during the lockdown. Yeah, they do that. They could have just get 2 players from England, 2 players from Sweden, and then just play among in FIFA.
Yeah.
Settle. Top friendly, bro.
FIFA, UEFA, Qatar.
Qatar big money for Korea to play. How?
No, but I mean, if you want to commercialize FIFA, they can do so. No, they can do anything and everything.
That is why
you never know. You never know. Why Qatar have to play South Korea? Why would they want Hugh Meng San to play? I mean, to me, that makes money. Look, if you put a national player, if you put a top Asian player, I give you this amount. You put this one, I give you this amount. You never know.
They need to come to their sense. Stop this international friendly site for a race. International football out. The same as far as please. All right, international football out as well. And then we've got Herman Shah. Come on, US Sunderland. Come on, you Sunderland.
Come on.
That's Legion of Spurs, man.
I think come on, you Sembawang lah.
Oh, Sembawang Rangers. Bro, come on, COYSR. You're never a fan of international football because the Brazil of past are gone. No, I totally agree.
This is, yep.
Chiming all the way. Your best friend, Azlan, one of your good buddy from Thailand.
Yeah, Hazel, what's up, brother?
International break is a waste of time. Match also boring. Like watching.
I love this guy, man, bro.
I also love this guy. That's why I'm gonna reply him. Then don't watch lah.
Andy Cole. Football is too commercialized these days. Spot on, man.
This is what Amar was trying to say. Yeah.
You got Nazir Muhammad. Yeah, well, European League with relegation and promotion ruined the normal qualification matches. Yeah, man. No, they should have just stick with the old format, and then they had to be smart about it, reformat everything, and then you have all this bullshit Nation League lah, apa lah. Oh man, this gotta stop. All right, and last time we can watch World Cup for free. Now it costs us to the tune of $100 for a month.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why international football is on the decline. I mean, on the spectatorship.
True.
I don't know about other country lah. Maybe in our country only.
I'm sure it applies for some other parts of the world as well. All right, so let's go.
Thailand.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Thailand is free. Okay, so next one, Joe. We move on. All right, to the best team in the universe. That is what I choose to believe right now. I put this up and I think it's safe to say, right? The reaction from, of course, our IG profile and also Facebook, it was visceral. Like, people were raining in. Many of them, surprisingly, are United fans. They were chiming in. I thought you guys were back. Why so sour, United fans, Joe? Maybe you want to explain first before we get to the real agenda. How
I
come
won't
it
really
became?
say I won't really say sour because you know me, I'm pretty much a very partial fan when it comes to United. But the thing is, the way media plays out how Arteta was, like he had a plan. He's the guy to lead Arsenal to titles. He's the guy to bring them on board. Which I feel, yes, they won the FA Cup. Arteta was given the chance. He did good, but what is it? The media always likes to tear clubs and new managers up whenever they are in the fall. Ever since. But if you look at Arsenal's games lately, the only game that I really enjoyed watching Arsenal play was the Fulham game. I think they really played really well, and after which they just went downhill. I think Abba just didn't gain his momentum up running. So I think the reason why United is feeling it is because United's fans are also in the slump at the moment. You know, ole this, ole that. So to know that our fellow friends Arsenal are also in the slump like us, it always gives us a great pleasure. So without further ado, let's start off with Arslan though. Arslan,
Yeah.
I mean, there have been a lot of things where Arteta has been the main front for a lot of news lately. I think ever since they lost to Villa 3-0, I think the whole media has been slamming Arteta. Do you think that it's actually fair for Arteta to deserve this kind of treatment, though?
Great question.
It's actually not. To me, this season is very interesting because there are a lot of new managers. New managers are new, really new. Like you see, we have Arteta, then they have Chelsea have Lampard, and then the United have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and then even Spurs itself, they have, even though they have Jose Mourinho, but it's new to them too, you know. So it's not fair if you want to judge a manager based on one season or maybe half a season or maybe a few games. You see, I think it takes a lot of time for somebody to step in, take over, and then try to bring in their to make their plan works, to bring in the players that they want, and then you want to build the team in order to their preference, their strategy. It doesn't take. It's not going to do it in a matter short of time. It's not a step of a finger and you can, okay, my team won. You know, like, okay, I understand that Arsenal has been ups and down. That it's not that we are doing poorly every single game. Like you say, in the Fulham game we played really well. And I think in the Man United game, I think the strategy is there. No, we don't always attack. We hold and then we attack at the correct time. But I think the problem this year, Arsenal, if I've noticed it properly, is that in the big games they play better when they are when they're playing the bigger teams rather than they're playing the minnows. You see, like the Aston Villa, and then there are a few games. I mean, like the moment they start the game, I'm like, oh my god, they are playing like shite. You know, they play better with bigger teams. So I it's not fair to say Arteta out because the moment he stepped in, he brought 2 titles. You can say like Community Shield. When it's still cups, it's still titles. You know, yeah. Give him some time and give all the managers and new managers some time to really build their team.
And Ahmad, right now you can see him breathing. You can see his full set of teeth right now. Ahmad, why are you laughing?
Come on, man.
Because you know why, right, Ahmad? When we sack our managers, the both of us did it almost in the same time frame. And there was really a concrete talk about Mourinho coming into Arsenal, right, Aslan and Ahmad. And then out of the blue, right, we went the other corner. We took Mikel Arteta, and then Mourinho took up the Spurs job. But I wouldn't say you're neutral, all right, but maybe you want to put on the neutral cap. Seeing Arsenal's shape right now in the current form they are in, are you a bit surprised at all?
How do I answer this? You see,
Go,
you see
you
the.
you want to.
No, I think the thought process was right, and I think what they wanted to achieve was right. But I think to have Arteta start off with such a big club immediately is not right. I think that put up so much pressure on him to perform straight away, and it's not like West Bromwich Albion, you know. I mean, pardon me, nah, or Sunderland, or you know, the lower half of middle team. Yeah, this is one of the top teams in England, and you expect you come in to hit the ground running, and you need to deliver, and you need to know that you need to deliver. Arteta has been under Pep Guardiola for years, learning the ropes.
Yep.
So it's the same thing as Steve Bruce under Alex Ferguson,
Ferguson, yeah.
but it didn't work out with him at Blackburn.
Mm.
So you say you try to plant the same thing. You know, you already have the experience, and then you put it. It's not easy.
True.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it will work. Doesn't mean it will work. Especially for an Arsenal team.
Mm.
Guardiola achieve what he needs to achieve with players that he think can play the game.
True.
So he goes out and get them
Mm.
the players that can play the game. Arsenal can't do that. So they need to work. Arsenal need to you need to train the players to be in that. They have their moments. They have their moments. But it's not consistent. I mean, as all teams not consistent.
Yeah.
For 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 this season, I must say,
Mhm.
it's a reset for everyone. For everyone, it's a
Yes.
reset. So that's why you say you have Southampton up for a few hours. You have Leicester City as per normal. Everton
Well,
is
we have
also coming in.
Everton now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a reset for everyone because of the pandemic. There's no training tours. There's no friendlies. There are no camps, training camps, and all this. So it's a reset for everyone. So it all depends on your player. When they see the Zoom, when they are training, whether they put the intensity that is required.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
that's a fair point, mate.
Fair point. Fair point.
difficult for all teams to judge now at this
All
point
right.
moment.
And I want to actually head back to you, right? Looking at this poster right now, really damning, man, by Ian Wright. I wasn't expecting that kind of hammering. It could have been 6. The first goal made me think the guys are not on it today. It was men against boys. Um, that harrowing defeat. How much do you put it down to the players and onto Mikel Arteta?
Go for it, Azlan.
I think Ian Wright has a point. Like the Aston Villa game. The moment the whistle blow, you just know that okay, Arsenal are not on form. You see the way how you look at the best player in the team currently. What his name is Gabriel Magalhaes. He's the best player in the team. And how many back passes did he do? Almost costing a goal or almost get dropped by the attackers. You see, the moment the first whistle starts, they're going straight passes. They're moving backwards. They're moving sideways, and then they are not moving towards the opponent's half. And straight away, we are in big trouble. And then you see 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's still the same tempo. And then you see Jack Grealish running down the flanks, making a fool out of Tierney and Bellerin actually. Like it's this year is more to inconsistency. They can produce one good game, very world class game, but then the next time they just lose to a normal team, a mediocre team. Yeah, I think Ian Wright has a point. We could have been 6, yes. If not from Leno, it could have been 6. They're all together as a whole. Nobody to me that game. Nobody pick up the game. Nobody lead.
I don't know about you, but I was trying to play a game with myself. I told myself, right, it's now a battle between me and my eyes. If I get to sleep first before 20 minutes, all right, that is victory for myself. But if I manage to stay on after the 20 minutes, then that's victory for Arsenal. Lucky thing my eyes won. Because it was really man. The football that we have been playing, apart from
for me,
game, it's been completely, I'd rather watch right now. I'd rather watch Baby Shark by Ping Fong again and again.
No, actually, I think Aston Villa favorite.
But Villa, credits to Villa too. They played really well. They played really well. But nobody in Arsenal team stepped up.
Red.
Yeah.
The whole game I was telling myself, okay, first 10 minutes like, oh my god, this is really not good. I said the next 10 minutes, if they don't improve, I'm gonna go to sleep. And then it comes to 20 minutes, never mind, another 10 more minutes. And then we come to the first goal. Alamak, that's it. Second goal, I should go to sleep. After second game, I'm gonna 3 goals, sure I go to sleep. Until full time also never sleep lah.
It's always like that, bro. It's always like that. You just hope that your team comes back, man.
I mean, they really play like no good.
Yeah. I think Ahmad said that. That's a true fan. Ahmad, but speaking of which, man, if you have watched the Aston Villa and Arsenal game, do you think that game alone actually, predicts Arteta's gameplay?
I think at this point of moment, over the course, I think you have to watch. If Leeds had played against the team, you really have to play the game. because Bielsa is one of the best tactician in the game.
Yep.
He will read
That's
and he knows
happening
how
this
to play
Sunday,
the
bro.
game. Yeah. So he will have known what is happening. So for the other clubs, I think at this point, even with the last 3 games Spurs played against Burnley, Brighton, and West Bromwich,
Yeah.
we really had to really eke out a win, because after the first few games, they're not gonna let in anymore. You know, they were going for Dombele. You know, 3 4 of them straight away going for Dombele. They were cutting off Kane as fast as possible. So after 3 or 4 games, they will know who they need to cut off. So
Yep.
for every team is the same. So they have a docket, you know, where they have all the information that is required. And the first few times also, for us when we played, Southampton was trying to funnel the ball to Sanchez. You know, so they know who's the weak players, so they funnel the ball to him. Then before they press for him to make a mistake. So over time, now the coaches are young, so
Yeah. Smarter.
they will
True.
think of ways
Oh, yeah.
how to get one over the opponent.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
like, yeah, same thing for Arsenal, and they will find a way to get past Arteta.
And then again, good comment here, Joe, by Tristan. Love Mikel's
Yep.
transparency though. Unlike Ole, never hangs his players out. There are games where Mikel takes the blame. Other games he hangs his player when they actually deserve it. On to the last part about Mikel Arteta, like Arslan. So much grief has been given towards Arteta's cause. And also, again, it's within the rights of our fan base to actually question his credibility as a manager, because right now the style of football is not exciting. All right, we have lost totally our attacking philosophy. Of course, he needed to solidify our weak spot, which was always at the back, but it's becoming at the expense or at the detriment of our attack, which has always been the pinnacle or the highlight of watching Arsenal playing. Right, even the neutral love to watch us at one time. But now, right now, there is a perennial issue, an issue that has never been again tackled so far by Arsenal, which is consistency. It's either we defend really well or we attack really poor. How do
Yep.
you find balance in this team? How can Arteta actually find the middle ground right now? That sweet spot once again.
Well, I think you have noticed like last few seasons we have no problem scoring.
Yeah.
So I think when Arteta came in, our defense was very close to poorest in the league already. We had a lot of blunders. We had a lot of poor defenders. So I think Arteta, when he was at City, he's already eyeing in Arsenal. If I'm taking over this one, I'm surely going to show up the defense. And to his credit, I feel that this year the defense, even though we lost 4 games already, I think the defense with Tierney, with Gabriel, and with the holding, and even David Luiz, I think the defense are much better than what we saw last season. You know, when we saw Mustafi play, oh my god, this one sure own goal one. But nowadays, when you see Mustafi came in, okay, this guy is technically not that great, but he's not giving away balls too easily, you know. So that,
I love it when Mustafi plays.
yeah, man. And
I
then you
love
see,
it when he plays.
but they jeopardize whatever Arteta doing at the defense is a plus point. But I think he's that's why he jeopardizes the attacks. That's why we struggle. But at the end of the day, I feel we are not scoring enough goals. Number one, I think the most important thing, I think there are no creative playmaker that feeding the ball, right balls
Isn't
consistently.
then, do you think like even Willian came out once? Of course, his words got twisted heavily. It was misinterpreted. But then again, he mentioned that it's really complex to understand Arteta's tactics rather. It's full of intricacies. Do you think right now the players might just get lost in translation when it comes to the attacking philosophy right now for Arteta and Arsenal? Do you think that Arteta is trying a little tad too hard?
We're not sure about that, but maybe he's trying a little bit, like you say, a little tag too hard. But at the end of the day, you're professionals. You with a new coach, you have to adapt no matter how. But the simple basic of shooting, scoring, and hitting the target is a basic necessity, you know. But if you see Arsenal, even their shooting they're not shooting enough in the games. So how can you say it about the attack? If you can't get into the box. There's no even long shot. There's no shots. I think in the Aston Villa game, there's you can count with your fingers on one hand how many shots were on target. There's not even off target. Don't talk about on target. There's no off target. There's really not much shots. So yeah, I think the attackers have to take the responsibility about it. I think but for me, I think Arteta, I think he said once when he went into Arsenal, it's going to be a clean slate for everyone. And then he said something about Mo Elneny. He said, I like players with zero ego. If you remember. But I think my opinion, I think he has to say to himself too. You see, I have to have zero ego too. If you want to have clean slate, give everybody a clean slate. I don't want to mention names of players, but then we are struggling in the creativity part. Yeah, you see, I really.
I'm sorry, I gotta just skip that other comment to this comment though. To what Azlan is trying to say, I think this is the one. Arsenal are missing this attacking link between midfield and attack. Not so long ago, Ozil seems to be the man, but completely frozen out. Guys, I mean, and I think we just got to touch base a little bit on Ozil a bit.
Arsenal.
Yeah, that's the guy. I'm not saying that he plays, settle the problem. No, but if you say you're going to give a clean slate to every player and you like zero egos, but why are we not seeing Ozil playing? I mean, he's not even playing a 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. He's not even playing a one game or half a game. But instead, Eddie Nketiah, he has his chance. You see, El Neni has his break. But why not Ozil? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
political issues.
Yeah, he was key. He was key. He was key, to that attacks. You see, when Giroud was still here, he was the one who fit to Giroud. After that, when he came, then we have Aubameyang. You look at it this way, we have Alba, we have Laka, Pepe. What if Ozil was there? And then behind Ozil, you have Partey. Oh, it's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, let's say, give that guy a chance. If he really play poorly for 1, 2, 3 games, even the Arsenal fans will say, okay, drop Ozil. But right now, you're not even giving him any chance.
All right.
Fair enough.
If you will allow me to, I just want to take this up quickly. Do you think all the managers that arrived after Wenger were pressured by his milestone? I don't think there are a lot of managers right now. I think in terms of quality, you don't have to look far. We only had 2 actually, Unai Emery and also now Mikel Arteta. Look, I think I just want to answer this simply. Right now, every manager, all right, who have actually again when you actually have served that company of yours for that long, it's only natural, right? Your next successor will always be judged by that barometer. I think it's only natural. So the same could be said about United as well, and that's why right now we are at times it seems like they are clutching at straws, because it was Fergie, man. He has actually achieved everything and anything that's available, and the same could be said about Arsene Wenger as well. And let's say right now, right after, let's say I'm not going to wish them well, but if they do end up winning a lot of stuff for Spurs, then the benchmark will always be Mourinho, right? Because even with Pochettino, although he didn't win anything big or major, but the benchmark set for Spurs is now European qualification, an automatic one. So anything below that, anything subpar, all right, will be deemed as a failure. So I guess I don't think there's anything over pressurizing. I think it's only right when you enter into the company, that is that set of baggage that you have to take on board. If not, don't take up the job at all. Right? And we want to move on, of course, look to the present state. We are going to take a look at the Spurs, for Arteta, Bielsa versus Mikel Arteta right now against Leeds United. Let me see if there's any good stats that I just want to bring up. Right now, head-to-head, Aslan and also Ahmad, what we got here, we've played each other 24 times. Of course, more wins for Arsenal. I remember, as an Arsenal fan, Thierry Henry used to... And he used to be running hat tricks after hat tricks, and you were to look at his archive, you can just pick one of them, Lord. Many of his archives came from the Leeds game. But now again, Aslan, right now, let's push this to Ali first, all right? You just hold on for a bit. Ali, of course, we know, Ahmad, we know this is a completely different proposal right now, proposition. It's a different Leeds United. But having said that, for all the adulation that we are giving to Leeds United, they do have a soft spot, a soft underbelly. Their defense, believe it or not, all right? I think they have considered, one of the highest goals, if not the highest, when it comes to goals considered. How do you actually fare this game, Leeds versus Arsenal?
Spurs will say that Leeds will win.
Definitely, I understand that.
As a person who watched this game, is a difficult call to make because why Arteta will study Leeds, and Leeds for all the Bielsa tactics will play the same way. So I think they're getting found out. So Arteta will really work and find out how to break up. But one thing that Leeds will have, they can sustain stamina for 90 minutes.
Yes.
In the 80th minute, in the 85th minute, you will still have 6 men running from the defense all the way up. You have 6v2, 6v3.
Time for a doping
And
test.
You're right.
if Mustafi is playing, I think he will run away first.
Stop
Don't even mention his name, please. Hey, but he's not that bad this season. He wasn't that bad this season.
I mean, yeah, they can improve. They can improve, but definitely. But look at the picture again. Looking at how the form is, Aslan, looking at how the form is, I think that both teams are pretty tight, Nick and Nick. They are actually pretty much same. Yeah. So moving forward, going into this match, I think that both clubs actually do feel they can get the win. So do you think that probably that Aston Villa game was just a one-off? All right, looking at the game against City, I mean, City is a big game, Leicester, and then you guys won. United, probably Aston Villa was just like what one of the comments just said, you guys just had an off day. You guys probably will be back big against Leeds. So do you think that Villa was just an off day and then you guys will be back to winning ways again?
To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit worried about this game more than the game we had against Manchester United. Because you see, Leeds is a totally different thing. Leeds have a very experienced manager, but a very inexperienced team. But Arsenal, they have a very experienced team, but a very inexperienced manager. So it's a very dangerous. Why do I say it's a dangerous team? Because Baisla is a fantastic manager. And they have a team, a young team that is like Ahmad say, he can run to 90 minutes. They got nothing to lose. They are the first. After so long, there's the first time they're in the Premier League. They got nothing to lose. They're going to whack you. They're going to keep running. If they're going to fall, they concede. They got to get up and go score again. So it's a very dangerous game for Arsenal. So I'm very interested to see whether Arteta can predict this and counter whatever that is coming to them this coming game.
Who will be playing in El Nene's position?
I hope it's Saka.
If not,
I hope it's.
Do you think that right now it should be the time for Joe Willock, one of our boys, to actually step up to the plate right now?
Joe Willock, oh my, that boy is a wonder.
Yeah, I think it's a bad. Should we actually seriously right now?
It's about time.
Honestly, I don't really like him, but he's fantastic. You see, I don't want to say who is this Joe Willock. But then he scores tap-ins. Then after he score wonder goal. After that, you see him. Hey, this guy actually not bad. Yeah, like I said, I think we should start expose him a little bit more, especially now that he's playing in the role where we need a creative player. So I think he can step into the role with Dennis Ceballos also on that same position. I think we can expose him a little bit more and put some pressure on the first teamers to knock on their heads and say, hey, this is not your spot. You see, I think we should give him a little bit of more chance, especially this Leeds game. We need his energy.
Edmund mentioned here, Joe, Leeds is a poor man's version of Liverpool.
Oh my God.
Just before we move on to the next topic, just one last question. I think I want to throw it probably to Aslan. Aslan, if in the event Arsenal loses and Arteta's team up, I think looking at the table actually, if Arsenal lose, you guys are actually back. You guys will be on the 15th position though. So looking at it, if you guys were to lose to Leeds, do you think it's time to say, okay, look, Arteta, you need to really wake up, or I think it's done and dusted? What do you think?
No, Joe. No, it's not time for Arteta. It's time for fans for relegation.
Firstly, even though I'm feeling worried, we are not going to lose this game. Okay, what if we lose? Like you say, I make you feel a little bit better. What if we really lose? Like you, you can see here, it's like 8 games to the season. I think it's still a little bit too early. We should give him a little bit more games, until at least after Christmas. Until I would love to, no matter whatever the results is going to be, I would love to see at least until after the summer transfer window to see what he can do with the team, because he still require incomings, but we also know that a lot of players that he want to sell in the previous window, but he's not able to. So for me, we should give him time at least until this season.
Okay.
No matter how bad we finish, and not relegation actually.
Oh else, I mean, we just gotta see. We just gotta watch the space.
Okay, Aslan, quickly,
go,
right?
Yo,
Aslan, quickly. Score prediction, man. Leeds and also
Ah,
Arsenal.
it's gonna be clean sheet. It's gonna be 2-0.
And I believe him, I believe him. You know why? The last time he came on, he was really all guns blazing. He was so confident at Old Trafford. All right, and that was after a defeat, right, to Leicester. So Aslan
Yes.
is a lucky charm. Aslan, may you always feature for us every Thursday.
I'd love to.
Ahmad, right now there is a bit of cynicism in you, but then come on, man, I want to coach Ahmad for this one for Leeds and Arsenal.
2-1 Leeds.
Okay, Ahmad.
Come on. Touch your heart. You're saying that because you're Spurs fan.
All right, that was a good one. All right,
I have to. Otherwise, the whole legion will come after me. You know what I mean? That's a whole legion of them. You know what I mean?
always putting their face under duress. But anyway, right now, I just want to take this up. Hi, Ridwan. Hope you're doing well, man. What has happened to Arsenal during?
Anwari.
You know what, Ridwan? Just to take this up charmingly, I want to use Jose Mourinho's quote: "Football happened. Football.
Yes.
Football happened." Right?
Football happened, bro.
Right?
Teams get trashed.
And the difference is Man United didn't want Fergie to leave, but most of Arsenal fans chased Wenger away. I mean, dude, you remember Roy Hodgson? Remember Roy Hodgson? You guys didn't even give him a lot of you even sacked your own bloody legend, King Kenny. All right, so don't talk about us chasing our own legendary manager.
I'm not gonna say anything, bro. I'm not gonna say anything. Nothing is there. Nothing there for me to say.
So who is this guy? Emmanuel Robert 2-0
It's
lead.
it's my little brother, bro.
Educate him when it comes to football. He lacks education. How dare he?
Yes, how we try. Interesting.
All right, Joe. Let's go on to the next topic. This is why we
bring it on.
Mr. Ahmad Ali. All right. So right now, will Spurs prove their mettle as a title challenger? Guys who are watching us right now live, please share this content around. Let's bring this viewership up to 3 million. We were on 1 million just now. Bring it up to 3 million, please. All right. I also want to hear from you guys out there. Do you think Mourinho and his team can finally take the title challenge till the very last day? What do you guys think of it? All right. If you are a Mourinho in or Mourinho out, do you think that he has the mettle, he has enough resources to push the team all the way till the very, very last day when it comes to the title challenge? I'm going to start with Ahmad, of course. Ahmad, at this current moment, how are you feeling as a Spurs fan? Because if we judge by the first game after you guys lost to Everton, some even were, I read some bizarre comment. People were really questioning Mourinho's credibility, his style of football, and I think with Mourinho, it's almost bipartisan, right? If you guys don't win, then the football isn't exciting. But right now, he's proving the doctors wrong. He's proving that theory wrong because certain games he's grafting out a 1-0 win, and you guys are still happy about it, right, Ahmad?
Yes, definitely. I think the 1-0 loss to Everton was a wake-up call, and I think it's not something which was very surprising. It was off a dead ball situation, which has always been our problem area for whole of last season and apparently this season as well.
Mhm.
So it's something that Mourinho need to rectify. After that we went on to bigger stuff.
Yep.
That is also because credit to the opponent for playing, for not sitting back.
Okay.
So we got to give credit. I give credit to Southampton, give credit to Man U. You play against the big teams, they will want to play. So both teams play, then see who die first lah. So this is what see this is when you play against
Ali, United didn't play, bro. United was just there. You guys just slaughtered it out.
You were just there. Honor.
I can say so much about that game. I can say so much about the game on a coaching aspect, but I think I spare you lah, sir.
It's okay, Ali. That's going to be the only. That's going to be the only thing you guys are going to be happy about this season. Don't worry.
You were supposed to be the coach, right?
I'm okay with that actually.
Exactly. That's why you're a Spurs fan, bro.
I've been walking like this every day ever since that day. You know what I mean?
Exactly. For 50 years, you can be walking like that.
Yeah,
For
Ahmad,
30 years, I'll be walking high up, bro. Smelling the Premier League victories, bro. Let's get to the questions. Let's get to the questions. It's not battery. It's never done, bro.
wait, Ahmad, I just want to have a chat.
Yeah.
If I give you a chance, all right, to win at Old Trafford or win at the Emirates, which one will you take in a heartbeat? Then he thinking already. Tough question, right? Tough question. You don't know.
Go back.
The whole Legion of Spurs is coming after you, bro.
There was a time. There was a time when I support Arsenal when they play against Man U because I want the Man U fans to keep quiet.
Okay.
So I'll be behind the Arsenal fans to Arsenal team to beat Man U. So yeah, for again now for Spurs against Arsenal or Man U at this point of moment, we will be Emirates because Man U was chicken now, was so simple. There's no problem for
Yeah,
so,
nowadays is why is menu.
yeah.
Exactly.
Nowadays it's been there for so many years already. For 2 years already.
I'm like, you know what? Because right now, I think United at Old Trafford.
Azhar, sorry, you were saying something. It's been there for how many years? Too
They are-
many years.
It's just
Yeah.
Man U.
Too
It's
many
just
years.
Man
Yeah.
U.
they're allergic to London. So all those London Old Trafford actually gave them a good whacking. Crystal Palace, Arsenal, and then also Spurs. Bro, this impact, buy something from London.
I mean, look at that. City hammered us 6-1. We are still back here, bro. You guys
Okay.
hammered 6-1. What are you going to do this year?
Okay, no.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's about
As
getting up.
Maguire is
It's
playing,
about
I'm
getting
very
up.
happy. As long as Maguire is playing, I'll be very happy.
Hey,
Oh,
Ahmad,
be
I don't
very
wanna-
happy.
he wants
He'll do the Khabib takedown again, no?
all right.
Yeah, I will be back again.
Back to the real agenda. Right now, I want to push it to Aslan. Now you have the honor to assess your enemy. Right now, the question posted here: will Spurs prove their mettle as a title challenger? What do you make of this? Because right now, looking at the turn of event and the results that they actually mustered up, I must say it's quite impressive. Again, the victory, namely the victory against United at Old Trafford, and actually to draft out a 1-0 win away from home, especially against a relegation candidate like West Brom, right? Is really a tall order. And right now, as an Arsenal fan, I thought when Pochettino was being sacked, that was the end. I thought we can look forward again as a fan base to the Saint Tottenham Day. It should come back to our fixture. It should come back to our calendar. But right now, I'm being proven wrong. I hate to say it, but it seems like they are still on the ascendancy. They just actually left from, or rather, they pick up from where they left off. But what do you make of the current Spurs squad, Aslan? Does it fill you with worry right now?
I was more worried with the Pochettino in charge before Mourinho. But I respect Mourinho highly because he's a great coach. He won championship almost everywhere he went. So I just need a little bit of time. Like the thing was said, Spurs genuine title challengers. The word is challenger. They will never win a title yet. Not in the near future. I mean, you gotta give it. Mourinho is a good coach, and I think the Spurs team is just like as Arsenal currently, last like Chelsea and I think even Man U. You know, we are challengers. But to say that we are going to win the title, I think Spurs will be the last one to win.
Oh, really?
Even with Mourinho around, I mean, Mourinho will need some
He
time.
has to say it. What else can he say? He has to say. What else can he say?
All guns blazing behind.
What else can he say? All the guns will be behind him.
One fella has a legion coming after him. The other guy has guns coming after him.
You gotta see.
I totally share the fair point of what Azran has said. I mean, basically saying, yeah, challenges are challenges. But Ali, I just want to throw a question to you though. Looking at Jose Mourinho, I mean, yes, he's given Chelsea a lot. He's given United. He has won something wherever he has been to. So looking at now he's been to Spurs, you guys look like something like you guys can win though. But at the same time, we know Jose very well. Jose always tends to bottle it up. He always tends to be the enemy of the media. But during these early days, he's taking it not too bad. But do you feel once the old Jose is back and running, do you think that will be a little more poisonous to your club, Tottenham Hotspur?
I look at it this way. I think we can count a number of managers who left a club in good state. There are not that many managers who leaves a club in good state.
True.
You know, even Ferguson left Man U. The team was really going down already. You know, Wenger was really all like that. So every manager that leaves a club lives in a bad state.
Okay.
So there's nothing. It's just Mourinho. It's just Mourinho because he's a darling on the media. So they take him up more than anybody else. It's like that. Otherwise, the manager will be there for years and years and years, like Ferguson. He'll be there for years and years and years. The first person that will go off when things don't go well is always the manager.
Right.
And like Azan was talking about, I think you guys were talking about Willian and
Yeah.
Arteta.
Yeah.
To me, players are questioning Arteta's method already. You know, given their age and given whatever they have achieved, you know, it could be a possibility in the dressing room. We never know. Even for myself, right now, when I watched the All or Nothing, I don't know how many times already. You know, I watch it over and over again, trying to understand. It's the same everywhere. It's the same anywhere in any level. I was quite surprised when I watch it. The players are the same anywhere. They are playful. They are disciplined.
Good.
You know, they have attitudes, and you know, and Mourinho in every game is trying to get them to play the right way. He's trying to get them to play, you know, football, to not be worried, to play as a team. So that was the one that's been drumming.
Yep,
So
definitely.
the players have a role to play.
Yeah.
So
And
if Mourinho starts to go, I love Mourinho. You know, ever since he wants the Inter Milan with
Right.
Inter Milan, I love him.
Yeah.
Since then, as a coach, you know, we watch all the coaches.
I think he's a
I mean,
well-respected coach.
yeah, it's a
But
well-respected coach.
it's
I love him. I love him. But he has his weird stuff. I was telling my son with regard to when he was at Man U, the players may not be adapting maybe his old school style,
yes,
old school
it's very
style.
old
So they
school.
have
Yeah,
old school style. So they have difficulties.
I
But
think
after watching the
agreeing to
Yeah.
what Ali was saying. Mourinho he made a comment previously. He said that lately back then, I mean, players like Lampard and all, they were like men. It was easy to coach them, but players these days,
Yes.
the age of 23 and 24, they are actually, I
Yes.
think he used the word hooligans, or I think they're just
Yeah.
too difficult to manage. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's what football is kind of.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
difference.
think
There's a
that
difference there.
introduction of
There's a
social
difference there. Yeah.
where everybody is looking for validation and they get validation so easily out there. They don't need to
Yeah.
hear it from coaches, you know. They get it from the fans. I think one picture again gave us a stark reminder of the current state that we are in. I think it was a picture of Mourinho in the dressing room after a match. He was doing this. He was showing the dressing room, and all the players were glued to their phones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right? Okay, and
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
the current state and presence of football right now. And I just want to think by Yusuf Abdullah. He actually asked you this question. Cik Ahmad, you're happy with Mourinho's appointment, or would you prefer to have stayed with Poch instead? Mourinho's too defensive, isn't he?
Okay, I'm happy with Mourinho. I kind of expected it in couple of months before that when I was reading some of the stuff. He was in Lyon and all that. So I have a feeling that he's coming back to Premier League.
Okay.
I think Real Madrid wanted him back because they were expecting Zidane to quit,
Yeah.
but he said no. He said there's an appointment waiting for him. So I had a feeling when I saw him at he attended one of our games.
Mhm.
So I mean, as I said, as a person, as a coach, I love him to bits. I had a problem when he went to Man U. So so yeah. So when I was reading books on him, then he was at Man U. Then people think I'm a Man U fan. And I got a big problem. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right now, it's pretty.
Pochettino,
Sorry.
Pochettino kind of lost the plot already. I think he made a few mistakes along the way, the things that he said in the media and to the dressing room and all that. So I could see the first part of the All or Nothing also says it all. I think he lost the dressing room.
Okay.
Yeah, I think after the Champions League, they really had a difficulty, so there was no way going forward. But I have nothing against against Pochettino. We are where we are because of Pochettino. This is how I feel. because we had built a stadium. There's no money to buy players. He brought us, to hair's breadth of winning a
You guys actually
Champions
consider
League.
having AVB back anytime soon? Andre Villa-Boas, are you guys taking him back anytime soon? Andre Villa-Boas.
Villa Boas.
Yeah,
Villa-Boas,
Villa Boas.
I kind of
You're
miss him.
mighty Villa Boas. I kind of miss him in Spurs.
There's a comment here.
You see, it's the same thing as the Arteta thing. Villa Boas was under Mourinho, and you think he can plan the same thing. You see, so it was difficult. EPL is a different ball game, but he's doing very well in the French league. He's with Marcel now. He's doing very well. So some players, some coaches can do well in certain leagues, but not EPL is a whole
Ball game.
different kind of animal.
It's a tough league.
Different kind of animal altogether.
All right. And by age well for Spurs, they will win trophies with more in the near future. But as for the league, they are still not there yet. But good days are coming for the Lily Whites. Sorry, goodness. And then
I kind of agree with this guy.
You?
Yeah, like you gotta say like it will take time. Like it will take time. If this consistency is follow to whatever the Mourinho is planning, they will get there. But then they are just one step behind Arsenal. See, they are at the stage where we were when we shifted to Emirates.
I like that sinister smile of Ali, man. Whenever Arsenal says that.
They are just where we are a few years ago.
Things and then try to slip one in behind. Melayu boleh cakap really betul dia cakap and then suddenly put inside bawah.
It's factual, you see. It is factual. Now he said just now we shift to a new stadium and we got no money. I mean, we said that 3 years ago or 4 years ago. You see, like they're going through a phase of what we've been through. I mean, like I said, they're going to win. Yes, they're going to win if they're going to be consistent. But not now.
Yes.
Not now.
Okay.
They're still in the team building yet.
All right, cool. And also, Muhammad Yusuf Abdullah also mentioned here, Charity Shield isn't a cup, it's a plate. Beside proceed goes to charity. So Arteta only won one cup. I mean, if you want,
yes, a personal agenda here, man.
If you want to take it that way, all right, these guys keep blabbering about Poch here, Poch there. Until now, Poch keluar also tak ada. Abuk pun tak ada.
One cup in 6 months.
Ah.
It's a good thing. Even half a season, he took over half a season. One cup, one charity shield. It's still good on the CV, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Azlan, I think you gotta. Azlan, I think you gotta fix your audio, mate. Right now, I think you're hearing a black right now. You just kindly change your audio right now because we are listening to our own voice. But right now, let's go on to the next one. Take something lighter. Joe, you wanna take this one? Deepan!
Deepan, how are you, Deepan? Fellas, for you, Deepan is a hardcore, die-hard Villa fan, man. Just to know this.
The only one in Singapore, apparently.
I'm just here for today, bro. Just here for today. After this, no more already. Anwar say he misses me, so I'm just here to accompany him.
Okay, all right. On to the next one right now. Again, still sticking on to the Mourinho and also the Spurs agenda right now. Ahmad, look at this front three.
Fire, bro. Fire.
Anybody will be licking their lips, man, looking at those three. Of course, right now, Kane and Son, they are different demon right now. They are on different planet. They are pulling clear, especially Son, right, when it comes to his goals. And then Kane, newfound assist boot. All right, they are both Batman and Robin of the Premier League right now. With that front three in place, surely, right, Ahmad, you guys can actually challenge at least up till game 35, 34 at least. Do you think so?
Not yet.
No, still not yet, huh?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, most of us thought Bale can hit the ground running, but he can't. It's not there yet, the level.
He can play golf, bro. He's playing golf.
Don't be all. He's not yet. He's not there yet, so it's quite difficult.
So,
but I'm just hoping that Mourinho will play two up front instead of one. I'm hoping that he plays Carlos Vinicius. I think he missed a couple of opportunities to play with two up front, especially the game against. I think we lost the Antwerp game. I think there was an opportunity to play. Yeah, it was an opportunity to play with Carlos Vinicius. But who am I? I mean, he's Mourinho. So
you're
the team is only going for one win, one game at a time.
All right.
So they're not looking far forward.
Okay.
So it's still work in progress. Still
let's
work in
take,
progress.
of course, the bigger agenda, of course, rather than just the title challenge or the push itself. The match, the upcoming match, right? Look at that intensified look and from Jose Mourinho and also Pep Guardiola, who is also right now under his own brand of pressure. But then again, I think there is a picture by our dear producer right now that should give them a big lift. Pep Guardiola signs a brand new contract. This is to actually ensure that he will be at the Man City's camp until the summer of 2023. This could have come in at a better time for the City camp, I'm sure. Right now, I hope this would actually give them the impetus to go on all-out attack when it comes to the Spurs match. But we all also know when it comes to Spurs and Man City, Spurs is fast becoming City's biggest bogey team, right? Ahmad,
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's coming. It's coming there. Yes.
And again, how do you actually weigh this game in terms of? Let's not talk about the result first. What about the the tactical setup? Because with Mourinho, he's the bigger team. He usually will always have one up, right? His record is really impeccable when it comes to the top teams. Do you think that he will set up more pragmatic, or do you think he will just release or unleash the trio, the beast?
They will play. I'm not sure whether Bill will play. I think he will put either Lucas or Lemele in there who can defend, who can help out in defend. I think he's not a fan of possession, unlike Guardiola. Guardiola is a fan of possession football. Mourinho believes that if you have the ball, you make the mistakes. So he will defend. And since we're playing at home, and now with the COVID, and there'll be no spectators, there's no pressure on him to send the players up attacking. Yeah, so he will go for the counter for the fast break. He will suck them in, and then he will go for the fast break. This is the Mourinho I from what I've seen. This is what is going to happen now. Yeah.
And Aslan, again, as a neutral, as an outsider looking in, where do you think the match will be won and lost? Right in the middle of the park, or do you think this is a classic case of which defense actually turned up for the match?
Well, I hope it's a draw, lah. I think it's attacking wise. I be more afraid of. I think it's fairly even match. Attack wise, they have Harry Kane, they have Son, and then on the other corner they also have De Bruyne. I mean, it's a fairly even match. I think it's a battle of who wants to win it more. Like now, Spurs really need to win. It's a bogey team for City. I think Spurs really need to win. And then Guardiola is also under a lot of pressure after spending millions and millions of dollars. So I think it's going to be a very tough attacking match, but it will end up in a draw.
Okay, so you're going with a draw.
I'm going with a draw.
Okay, and what will be? Is it going to be a stalemate? Please don't tell me it's going to be another draft or nil-nil, like United.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be a 1-1. It's going to be a 1-1. Nothing more.
Ahmad, of course, this is almost a non-starter that I'm asking you this. Because I know you will come up with the answer. I've got the whole legion of Spurs at the back.
Ahmad, you got to give us a very, very honest answer, right?
Take out your Spurs cap, take out your legion.
Take out your Spurs cap, take out your legion cap, whatever, all kinds of nonsense cap. Take it all out. As a true coach of the schools that you have been training, give us an honest score.
Joe, why does it feel like we are actually cornering Ahmad to actually predict a loss?
I think Spurs will win.
All right.
Right, Spurs will win.
Spurs will win this game because I think the City has lost their upfront Aguero. They have Jesus. Jesus is playing. Maybe with him. Maybe or that Torres or they put up this guy up as a false 9.
Yeah.
So they're drying up. They only have scored I think about 10 goals only.
Yep.
And they considered a few. So we are into the 19. We are double than them in terms of scoring. Of course, that's the first few games. And after the West Ham game, the 3-3 West Ham game, we have adjusted a lot. with regard to the defensive work.
Mhm.
So I think our wing backs will probably be staying back. So it'll be a 2-1. I think it'll be 2-1 to Spurs. It'll be a Spurs win.
All right.
Although as
Man.
a coach, could be a draw, man.
Yeah. No, true. Hey Jude, in my opinion, City is going to bounce back from that draw with Liverpool, and they always come back after international break with a bang, boom,
Bang,
bang,
bang.
bang, boom, bang. True. And I hope that will be the sound at the Tottenham Stadium. Bang, boom, bang. When I watch live score, City 4, Spurs 0, and it's only 32 minutes.
Plus 7.
Right, and that's the prediction by
Plus 7, yeah.
this Ahmad will never rest for even a minute, man. He always have something up his sleeves. All right,
Legends
next,
are coming after him, man.
the last one, guys. The last one. This has also grabbed a lot of attention and also headlines in the
Let's
media,
get it.
social media. Woohoo! Guys who are watching as well, I know we have a lot of Liverpool campaigners right now watching us live. Can Liverpool weather the storm? As you all know right now, their squad is down to the bare bones. Again, it has been decimated badly by injuries.
Yep.
No thanks to also the international break. I think one of the biggest name, Joe Gomez, man, going down to an ACL, another ACL in his career. I think the last one he had was in 2015. And now, right now, it seems like they are about to lose Jordan Henderson as well. And again, I read another report. Even Robo the Braveheart was again being taken out of the squad on a precautionary measure because he was feeling a bit of his hammy. But right now, Gareth Southgate here mentioned Jordan had a bit of tightness at halftime and felt that he couldn't carry on. So right now, the question is it time or is this cause for panic, Joe? What do you think, man? As a neutral, you're not you're a United fan, but I want to start this with you first, all right? Is this cause for panic? Can Liverpool really weather the storm right now? They are about to introduce kids, into...
He's happy. He's happy. He's smiling.
Yeah, actually,
Ah.
To be honest, it sucks to be Liverpool right now because of injuries. United have been there. We have lost quite a number of players through injuries, so it's quite shitty though. I mean, I wish no club actually go through this. It's just terrible to lose all first team players, and then you just lose hope. As a fan, you're just looking like, who do I have as young kids? But the thing is, like what every Liverpool fan in my family have said it. Just Aslan and Ahmad, just another info for you guys. I'm born into a Liverpool family. Yeah, just like what any other Liverpool fans would ever say, we trust Klopp.
Yeah.
Klopp, yeah. Later you make fun of me again. We trust Klopp more than we trust the team. So looking at what Klopp has already done for Liverpool, I feel like they will still brace through this. Like I've said, and I've mentioned to you many times, they are front forwards. Their strikers have been guns blazing, week in, week out. It's just that, and the defense with their young players have actually done not too bad as well. It's just the midfield, the park that needs some correction. And I think Klopp will definitely have things under his sleeve. So, like any other Liverpool fans have said, we don't trust the team, we trust Klopp. So, I wouldn't say that it's cause for panic. They are still in it, but their next few games, if they had their first team, they will be just snowballing. But now that most of their first team, I think at least about 9 first team fellas, or I think 7 first team players are not in there. It's going to be a bit difficult. This is where I think the next 5 games will actually predict whereby is this a cause for panic. But looking at the likes of, I think you're going to mainly not miss. Jordan will be back after a few games. Andy is going to be back after a few games. So I won't say it's a cause for panic. They still have it. Klopp.
Right. Yeah, Azlan, chime in, man. Again, if you are Jurgen Klopp right now, looking at the squad that you have available against Leicester, all teams, you know that they are really good when it comes to, they are really a reliable unit when it comes to counter attacking. I think one manager would actually lay a test to that would be Pep Guardiola, right? They got annihilated at their own ground, 5-2 or 5-3. Correct me if I'm wrong, because of the way they play, right? They are a good counter attacking outfit, and now if you're right now a Liverpool manager, if you're Jurgen Klopp, look at the squad, what will be going through your mind, man, Aslan?
I think it's good. I mean, on a positive note, they have a lot of injuries. It's good for them because finally they can expose more of the youngsters. But I would feel this will be very interesting to see how they cope, because I think this is the first time that they are going through. They're having so many injuries. I've been waiting for these times. I always told my Liverpool friends. I always tell, if you have a lot of injuries, I'm telling you, you're going to be dead. I tell
Okay.
you're going to be you're going to struggle because they have been dependent on their same 11 or maybe same 12, 13 players, and then the rest are just passengers in the team. So when you have a lot of players out and then the key players out, and Jordan is now out, it might be a little bit too late to expose the youngsters because they might feel a little bit more pressure. I mean, it's a little bit. They should have exposed more lah.
Okay.
They're going to. I would say they're going to struggle a little.
They're going to struggle a little bit. Again, Ahmad, you're a coach yourself. If you talk about youth prospect, I think Liverpool, they are not that bad, man. When it comes to the youth prospect, right? If you want to refresh our memory, last season they did an FA Cup tie against Everton, and fielded majority of them were youth players, and they still came out with a 1-0 win. So again, you're a coach yourself. Looking at your injury list, right, is again a never-ending injury list. Would you be the least worried, especially when your next opponent is the Fox or the Foxes, Leicester?
I think they just have to ride it. There's no two ways about it. You just have to ride it. I think Leicester will win this game. I think
Wow.
there's no better time to win. I mean, Liverpool can play at home, but there's no spectators. There's nothing. There's no Hey Jude to sing to, you know.
Hey Jude, can you please comment? So right now you are laying your verdict right now for Liverpool. They will not weather the storm. Is that right, Ahmad?
For the moment, for this couple of games, yeah, it's gonna be difficult for them because you're looking at teams, you're looking at players having to gel together again. Different players having to gel. You know, you're asking players to do things which the first team has been doing. You don't take out one player, you take out 5 players. Different. You could be taking out a spine of the team. So it's a different. And some more these 2 weeks all are on international break. It's not they're on a break and then they are in the same training. You look, okay, you stay here. Look, this is what happened. So it's a lot. It's a lot to take. You know, if they could pull out a result, then heads off to them. Like you say, like the ball is round, you know what I mean? But against Leicester, who's got Vardy, got Tielemans, you know, they're coming up. They're showing their passion. Brendan Rodgers is a good coach. Brendan Rodgers is a good coach. You know, it's just that it wasn't given enough time at Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Azlan, I want to move to you. Azlan, if you need to go, I know right now you are barely surviving. All right, you're really water, man. When he comes to his battery right now, it's about dead. But then if we were to lose Azlan, you can always come back in again. Wait, what was the clap about? Why is he clapping, Joe? Why is Ahmad clapping to Azlan's battery going dead?
I think he's feeling it like as though that's how Arsenal is going down, I think.
The same battery, yeah. No wonder it's a battery.
Also, it's not
Yeah, salah battery. Not Duracell, dia pakai Eveready.
Ahmad, you sudah goyang, Ahmad.
Lu sudah mau tutup mata, kau cakap kau goyang.
sabar. Dia Klopp telling us, relax.
Sabar, sabar.
As I mentioned, this season Klopp won't be playing too much gang pressing. We will see a more tactical Liverpool this season. And of course, right, with the acquisition of Thiago Alcantara, which until now we are still waiting for him, because we know Thiago Alcantara. But it's not happening right now.
That fella waiting for him to play lah, macam waiting for Snow Cup for Singapore, bro.
I think is this the time that we actually lost Azlan completely? But if we have, never mind. We move to Ahmad for a while. He said that you goyang, but I think he's the one goyang right now. Ahmad, score prediction, man, for Liverpool and also Leicester right now. Go ahead.
3-1 Leicester.
3-1. Wow, that's really staggering, man. 3-1. And how do you see the game panning out? Is it going to be the same old Leicester coming up against a bigger team, soak and then pump, hit them on the counter?
They're gonna pump. They're gonna look for Vardy. They're gonna pump the long ball.
Vardy is
He's
good.
gonna go for his gegen pressing. He's gonna press them up front for them to make mistakes, and then that's what's gonna happen. So it's both games will be purely tactical lah. But
Okay.
usually, I tell you, this type of games, as a neutral, we always end up in a draw.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
because at this so early stage in the season, both do not want to lose the point. They will just ride it out, and somehow because they just came back from international break. But looking at this list here,
Yep.
Leicester will go all out for it. If they want 1 hour beforehand, when they look at the team sheet, they will go all out for it. This is most of them is already first team already. It's the
Okay.
first team already. They're trying to cope. Yeah.
And Ahmad, I've got one last question. If again, I actually posted this to some of the Napshot crew. If for some miracle intervention, right, from divine help, that Liverpool again managed to retain the trophy, is it high time that we recognize this team, the best team ever to have actually graced Premier League football?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question.
Do you think so, Ahmad? Is it time for us to actually sing them the praises that this is best
maybe. Or
They
maybe
won during the pandemic. They won after the pandemic, so
Corona Cup?
okay. Let me Ali, let me just rephrase the whole question again. If in the event Liverpool were to win the title this season, then will we then say Liverpool, the greatest team to ever win the Premier League title this season, this couple, or they are the best team in the world right now? No, even if they win back to back.
Ahmad is not having it.
Why not though, Ali? I just want to know your views, your point of view, because you're from a neutral ground. So I just want to know your views.
He's gonna give the same reason. He has a whole legion of Spurs at the back. You cannot see here.
yeah, this season is an open season. Really, seriously, it could be anybody's game until at the end. It could be Liverpool. It could be Southampton. It could be Everton. You never know.
Uh-huh.
You never know.
If they were to win, it's just because of the pandemic. That's all.
Yep. All right, and then the other one was COVID. Best COVID-19 team.
Yes, Andy. Yeah. That's
Power lah, Andy.
Andy.
So maybe
Andy is on fire.
hey,
Legion Hamid.
he's right hand man.
Oh, no wonder.
God, man, Andy. Maybe one day Andy can actually feature for us, Joe. All right. So right now that's done. Joe, I don't know, man. What about you? You think that Liverpool, or rather Brendan Rodgers and also his team Leicester, can actually put one down against Liverpool?
The thing is, we can always hope for the worst. We can hope like Vardy is going to tear the defense up. But always, whenever we hear these kind of stories, like last season, also the same thing. Leicester always bottle it up at the very last minute. And I don't know why. It's always like that. So the thing is, I'm not going to have high hopes this time. I still feel Liverpool is definitely going to win Leicester. But deep down in my heart, I feel Leicester might take something. But I doubt they're going to win this.
Okay. All right. No. Again, I agree with you, right? Again, so much talk about Leicester hammering Liverpool. Even last season, man, they were playing really good football. They were again claiming big scalps. But then again, when it comes to Liverpool, they just froze out. They totally become Elsa, man. Frozen. That's it.
Yeah, but
right?
they had Salah and Van Dijk during that time. They don't have them now. So it's a different ball game altogether. Yeah, you see, there's a different ball game altogether.
Okay.
If you don't take this opportunity now,
Yeah.
it's gonna be difficult.
We're not going to get it anymore. All right, let's go to this.
So last one. All right, we just go through Ahmad right now. I hope you can bear with us for another 10 more minutes.
Sure.
So we run through a couple of fixture. All right, it's good, man, to look at all these fixtures again. Look at first one, Newcastle and Chelsea playing away. Wow, at Newcastle's home ground. I want to go with Ahmad first. Do a quick prediction of, and also one thing about Chelsea, they are also coming down under the radar. Nobody has been giving them enough highlight and attention. This team is slowly but surely creeping up the table, right, Ahmad? Your favorite London favorite team.
I gotta give it to them. I mean, I've enjoyed their football. For years, I've enjoyed their football as well. Yeah, you know, ever since Mourinho also was down there, I enjoyed their football. Even though with all the shenanigans, I enjoyed their football. And Lampard is proving. And Lampard started off at Derby County, not like
Yeah.
Arteta, straight away tossed into Arsenal. So
Suddenly
he went.
Arteta.
Yeah, I also must late also a bit.
I thought this one Adlan. Then I check, oh, this one Ahmad lah. Yeah, but
So
then
Lampard started in Championship, so he learned the ropes, and then after that he grew into the game.
okay.
So he's still learning, and he still have a good set of players with him, and they respected him as one of the legends of Chelsea. So that's how they managed to play for him. He gets them to play for him.
And Ahmad,
So
would
they're getting there. Yes.
you consider them as serious contenders when it comes to the Champions or rather the Premier League title push?
No.
No, huh?
No.
I think if you ask Ahmad,
We're gonna stop asking this question. Yeah, the region is behind him. Unless you ask him, is Spurs going to be the title challengers this year? His answer is going to be hell yeah.
okay, so right now, of course, we want to quickly. Nope, that was last week. I just want to ask your prediction, Ahmad, for Spurs. Or sorry, for Chelsea and Newcastle. Actually,
Chelsea win.
oh, for Chelsea. Okay, you're rooting for Chelsea win. All right.
Yeah.
Any particular scoreline that you want to pick out?
3-0 could be a 3-0.
3-0 Chelsea. All right.
Yeah, 3-0 to Chelsea.
The next one, I want to go right. Aston Villa against Brighton. No, I think this. You might be in for a surprise. If you are if you're a betting man, do not put all your money into the Aston Villa bag because I don't know. I don't want to sound sour just because we just got a battering from Aston Villa, but I think Brighton might sneak a draw. They might.
Come on,
right?
man. Come on. You are being so sour, bro.
The next one, Spurs versus Man City. Right now, so of course Ahmad predicted 2-1. Maybe this time I should actually, because since Mayer is out, okay, I will actually represent Mayer. Mayer for Spurs and Man City.
No, bro, no. Can't. Let's not go there. Let me be the one who represents Mayer this time because you are from the Arsenal branch. I'm the neutral ground this time.
Okay, you represent Mayer, man. So
All
of
right,
course,
let's do this.
for Napshot, we're taking Ahmad's prediction, which is 2-1. What about for Mayer?
All right, for the Mayor, for the Spurs and City game, I'm going with 2-1 Spurs, 2-1 to City.
So 2-1 City, yeah. All right. Next one,
6-1.
your one. All right. Wow, I think this is quite a popular scoreline, man. Even Syed Azmil agrees with Ahmad 2-1, and then United 4-0. Ahmad, what do you make of United versus West Brom? Is this gonna?
It could be 4-0, 3-0. Yeah, it could be. Menu will win. Yeah, Menu will win.
All right, Joe, you are of course not neutral, so I'll represent Mia for this one. I'm going with 2-0. 2-0 for United.
Yeah,
okay. And then Fulham against Everton. I think it's on the court, right?
Everton will win.
So
contenders to pretenders.
Okay, all right. This one, Sheffield United versus West Ham, another favorite team of Ahmad.
I think West Ham will win, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. All right, Ahmad. And why is there a really strong animosity and hostility when it comes to West Ham, man?
West Ham, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Every time it's like cup final. Every time it's a cup final. I don't understand why every time it's a cup.
Every time it's a cup final.
Every time it's a cup final. Nothing to say. Every time it's a cup final. Like Arsenal, always bring out the history. For West Ham, always try to say the future.
Okay. So if we were to put them both again in a pecking order, right? Who do you hate more, us or West Ham? Come on, man. Come on.
Get the heck man.
Give me face a bit lah.
I love Arsenal for the AFTV.
Okay lah. Stop the guy. Hey, you know what? No.
What up, fam?
No, Joe. I think many clubs would actually they would really want to have that kind of entertainment for their own club. As much as you want to give them grief, I think everybody would secretly wish that they had that kind of entertainment as well. All right.
No, we don't want. I think we nearly did that. I think some fans wanted to do it, and I think they were shut down. They were not allowed to do it. Yeah.
No money, is it? Levy say no money.
No. I mean, fans. They just want to do on their own. They
Okay.
tried, but then people just the fans just shut them down.
Okay.
We don't want to.
Oh,
Yeah,
really,
we don't.
really controlling club. Even the fan channel also they want to control. What is this dictatorship?
Yeah.
I don't want to become like AFTV, become comedy show. We don't want that to happen. You see. One comedy is enough already.
You want the FA Cup? Were you guys watching? We won the FA Cup.
You see, must bring out the FA Cup.
What? Wait.
Nakala must say something else. Alamak.
That is the present state. The present
That's
state.
the only comeback you all have.
We are still the FA Cup holder.
We were
Isn't it?
talking about fans. We were talking about fans, and then you talk about this.
Because
You're
you
talking
said
about.
FTV is a comedy. It's comedy
Oh,
gold. But what really
come on.
FA Cup?
What? That's it. That's it. Okay, you want the FA Cup period. Spurs, they are trying to win something. Give them some face, lah. Bah.
Okay.
They are up and this season they are up and running, up and coming.
They can't possibly open up a fan channel and celebrate Audi Cup, right? It can't happen. It can't.
We don't. I didn't even mention Audi Cup. Somebody mentioned Community Shield Cup, Charity Cup, even worse.
Why even more? Azlan, be the peacemaker.
I didn't even say Audi Cup also.
This is your battery.
All those
We
watching
shouldn't
out there,
entertain
millions
people
out there.
who are jealous of us, you know. They keep telling themselves that they are the what, they are this, they are that. But actually, you know, Melayu, Malay say,
Ice cold water.
Yeah.
Joel, Malay say, it's macam tin
Yes,
kosong
Joel.
tau. Banyak bunyi dalam tak ada apa-apa. Kau faham tak?
Okay, wait.
That goes to you lah, bro. I think you're talking about yourself, my brother. You just come back, you talk about Ting Kosong. Oh my goodness.
Wait, as the current FA Cup holder, Spurs have been holder of anything. No, I think Spurs, they are a good citizen of UK because they have been practicing social distancing really, really well, man.
What is that? Since 2008. What did they win in 2008?
Oh, dude, back then they call it Worthington Cup. If you still remember it.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Ali, I don't know. I'm just trying to know what is it. What did they win in 2008?
It's the Carling Cup lah, Jonathan Woodgate.
Oh, they won the Carling Cup.
League Cup.
Oh, nice. Shit, I didn't know, man. Oh, crap.
You don't have to
It
know.
was like 12 years ago lah. 12 years ago, I'm still a youngster, you know, just come out of army. Nak come back, married, got daughter.
I think United win the league as well.
Masih kosong lah, bro.
Let's go back to the prediction.
Let's go back to the prediction, guys. Yes, let's go to Sheffield and West Ham. Since
Hey,
Aslan is back, all right, let's not give it to Ahmad, to Ali. Aslan, go for it. Sheffield and West Ham, what do you predict, bro?
Sheffield, West Ham, I think it's going to be a West Ham win, 1-0.
West Ham win 1-0.
He's
Alright.
really Ahmad is
Let's go to the next game.
True Londoner.
He's a true Londoner. He get it punya kaki. All right. The next one, Leeds versus Arsenal. Okay, let's. Mayor will be represented by Faisal Jabbar. FG, you are still watching this. Maybe you are in
Okay, come on.
Leeds United against Arsenal. So we're gonna take Azlan. Azlan mentioned 2-0, right, Azlan?
Yeah. 2-0
Alright.
bro.
2-0. All right. And
Bukan
then
tin kosong ah.
Mustafa Muhammad Nur, love the AFTV. You got this. Bring back Emery.
Kosong ah. Kosong.
Bring back Emery to North
No.
London.
No.
London, maybe after Mourinho gets sacked lah. Take back Emery.
Yes. You can take back. Good evening.
And then the next one. Let's go on while we are waiting for FJ's prediction.
All right, bro. FJ has predicted Leeds 2, Arsenal 2.
Okay, 2-2.
Brave.
All right.
Let's brave.
Wow. Wait, Lee Alexander
Alexander!
predicting a loss against us. Alex, come on, Alex. Come on. 3-2. Because judging by the arrangements of team, it's 3 to the home team, which is Leeds 2 to Arsenal.
But he
Yeah,
said rather 2 Arsenal lah. Maybe he's hoping for
win,
Arsenal
win,
3-2.
win.
I think
Arsenal
we
win.
misinterpreted lah.
Yeah,
Alright.
The win for Arsenal 3-2.
This is such a good point, man. Leeds are crumbling without Calvin Phillips. They are apparently the Yorkshire Pirlo.
How come we crumbling?
What a question.
This one, Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Wow, Crystal Palace, yeah. I think the last one, they actually really gave a good lesson to, who was it? Was it Leeds? Leeds, right?
Yeah.
4-1.
Yeah.
Oh, the VAR pit by Bamford, another farce. Right, the VAR pit Bamford. I think, wow. I don't know, man. I'm going for Burnley. I think Burnley might need this against Crystal Palace. I think Burnley is in really, they are in desperation form right now to get a
Desperation form, right?
desperation form and to get a W out of this. And then Wolves versus Southampton. This is again another match that we will be predicting right now. Maybe want to get from Aslan. Aslan, where do you go with this? Wolf against Southampton.
I'm going with a Wolf win, a 3-1.
A 3-1. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We want to hear FJ from you.
FJ, go for it.
Go for it. And then a couple of Leeds. Wow, a lot of Leeds supporters suddenly tonight. 3-1 to.
I think this one all is a Tottenham kaki all.
All Legion of Spurs. Ahmad steady ni. Tang 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 tang.
Ahmad being tight lah. He scared the Legion behind him lah.
Coming of the same reason, bro. I think we have pretty much covered up everything. Right? We have covered up this one done as well. We've got this one covered, and then this one also
No, bro.
done.
I think we've not covered Liverpool, Leicester.
Oh, Liverpool, Leicester belum, Liverpool, Leicester. Yeah. All right, Liverpool, Leicester.
Before that, FJ has said it. Wolves 2, Saints 0.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much, FJ. All right, Liverpool, Leicester. We're gonna take whose prediction? We take Ahmad prediction. Ahmad
Yes,
going 3-1 for Leicester. So he will be representing Napshot 3-1. FJ, I want to hear from you as well. I don't know if I actually missed your prediction, but can you be kind enough to actually lay down another prediction for Liverpool against Leicester? We want to take it for Mayor's Corner. And I think that's it, Joe. I think we are about done. All wrapped up.
Yep.
That was a really, really good show. Aslan, thank you so much for jumping in once again. Next time, battery must full charge when Ahmad is.
Yeah, boy. Please.
Yeah, man, boy.
before we end, because it's such
battery flat, kosong, macam-macam lah. Tak boleh handle, cakap tak boleh handle lah. Langsung mak cakap ni.
Hey. Lu my battery low, you down there celebrating. Lu goyang lu mau tolak gua pula. Kamu lah, mau
goyang gini, gua mama mesti goyang apa?
Hey, at least I give credit to Aman. At least he bite back. The previous one, the menu one, alamak, hancur. Never bite back one. Alamak, they all easy peasy.
Because you never cut down, bro. That's why.
Bro, orang lama.
Interesting. I like this character. We all stand for our team.
Right now, if you got a Spurs fan out there, the wandering soul right now who is not, again, he's flipping through Facebook, he's looking for a group for him to join to chat everything about Spurs. Why should they join Legion of Spurs? But this is your time. This is your airtime to promote Legion of Spurs.
Hit it. Let me give you the main news.
Well, we open to anyone to join us. If you're a Spurs fan, we have tried to give you updated news. We have snippets before every game, hopefully. And we create some Spurs spice once in a while. If anything interesting is out there, we put it up. Yeah, we try to be fun group to be with.
Yep.
And during match days, if you are on match days, you can curse and swear or jump for joy together with us. So at least in that platform we can share our feelings together.
Oh
yeah. We open to anyone, not specifically Singapore based. So anyone can join us. Yeah.
And Ahmad, would this be your last time appearing for napshotstudio? Is there is
there any more time?
There's more time.
There's more time. Go ahead.
Can handle or not?
I can handle. Of course. Hey, you don't see us anyhow, no.
Dia belum kenal lagi lah. Dia baru first time kasih chance sikit tau.
Bateri mau tutup ready.
Ya, ni kita kasih dia chance seniority alamak dia ingat kita nanti. I'm not too sure though. I'm not too sure whether behind him there's a lot of people down there. Ahmad, you better say the correct thing, Ahmad. Legion of Spurs behind the camera.
That's why the camera ini, bro. The camera half body ni.
Bawa pakai kain lah.
Lu pakai kain, gua pakai bouncer lagi teruk. Right, Ahmad.
I enjoy my time. Thank you very much, you guys, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
that I could squeeze some time with you guys. Thank you, Azlan. It was good banter with you. Don't worry. And
Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Napshot Studio.
well, I wish I was there during your 6-1.
No worries.
He's still
I
not
was
on
still-
it. He's still on it.
It's the life of a Spurs, bro. That is what they go. They will go on and on like how they won the Audi Cup or how they won the
He's
Carling Cup.
No, it is,
Mickey Mouse.
no. I only talk about this season only lah. That's all.
Okay. Let's give it.
But this season, we all agree it's a very interesting season.
It's going to be very interesting.
Kelvin
Yeah.
Malaysia fans sudahlah pakai sarung duduk. So, sarung duduk bapak-bapak punya kain je. Alright, and then also for Faisal Jabbar, great guest, very bubbly and live.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, guys.
Solid.
Thank you for the invite.
For the big focus, Azlan, you are going to be a fan's favorite right now. Every single time when we lose, where we are right now in a meltdown state, I'm definitely going to bring you up because you are really a statue of calmness and tranquility. You always say that don't worry, we will come back, we will win. And usually you are on
Positive, brother.
It's okay. Azlan, if right now there are fans, bickering amongst themselves, talking about the issue of Arteta in and Arteta out, what would be that one defining statement from you, Azlan?
Be patient. It's still early in the season. It's still early. He's Arsenal tenure. Give him some time. We will bounce back definitely. Just like any other team, we will bounce back. Just don't give up. And keep praying. Just keep praying. We will do it.
Okay. Will we be high?
Look at the reaction of Ali, man. This is how it is.
Macam emoji, the yellow emoji. Azlan, will we be higher than Spurs this season?
The most definitely. This season, definitely we'll be back. Then
Alright.
Spurs will be down where they belong. Back to basics.
Okay.
I'm talking about this season, not last season, last 2 seasons. No, I'm talking about this season.
I hope you don't reply because if not, the show will go on for another 3 more hours. Because we are supposed to end right now. Last but not least, well done to all. Really good stuff. Spurs and Arsenal fans must be proud of both of you all standing firm and proud, of course, man. And that's what we do here, Napshot Studio. For those of you guys, thank you so much for sticking through only 2 hours. All right, Joe. And of course, please, if you haven't by now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is again at Napshot Studio, and also on Facebook and Instagram. As you can see the running banner, you can get a non-stop footballing action. And the best thing is they all come from fans' perspective. So, it's biased, it's raw, it's passionate, it's honest, but that's what we do. Spread the word, guys. All right. Again, we will see them again next week. But until now, it's me, Anori, Joel, of course, our lovely Ahmad, and also Azlan. Signing out. Ciao. Come on, you Gunners. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you,
Good night,
guys.
boys.